Hello and welcome. Welcome to our session on cognitive health. My name is Wendy Christopher. I'm the sales manager for South Pacific. It gives me great pleasure to share this one with you because I think it's one of the key learnings that we can have as to how we look after ourselves and how we really ensure that we're doing everything that we can to help prevent ourselves being a statistics in future life. I think when you look at some of the issues around cognitive health, it's got to be one of the things that really should be forefront in our minds to do everything that we can to protect our minds. So it is all in the mind. The numbers are absolutely alarming. We all want to be smart and stay sharp as we can as we go through life. But the facts and figures tell us a very different story about our cognitive abilities. According to recent statistics, cognitive decline and disorder classified as dementias are affecting increasing numbers of people around the world. The word dementia means actually deprived of mind, and it's, if you like, a catch-all term that covers progressive memory loss, thinking difficulties, changes in personality, and dwindling ability to perform everyday activities. It is a multifaceted condition that not only affects the individuals who have it, both financially and emotionally, but also their families and caregivers as well. So in 2016, dementia was ranked the 5th leading cause of death globally and the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. The number of people affected are expected to triple by the year 2050, posing a massive healthcare and financial burden to all nations. There are many types of dementia caused by different brain conditions. The most common types of dementia is Alzheimer's. Most attempts to develop drugs to treat Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia have not been successful so far. There is an increasing awareness that treating dementias at a late stage is actually futile, and interventions should actually start earlier in life. Put simply, dementia is a condition that's best addressed by the whole lifestyle approach. Prevention and adopting a healthy lifestyle is so important, and great nutrition is actually a really good part of that. The brain is a remarkable and most complex organ in our body. It produces our thoughts, our feelings, and lets us experience the world around us. For an adult, this organ weighs in at just over 1.3 kilograms. Although this represents just 2% of the total body's weight, it consumes 20% of the body's oxygen supply and more than 25% of the body's glucose or body's sugar energy supply when it is at rest. The brain is actually about 78% water. Remarkably, the brain has a very high fat content. Fat makes up about 50% of the dry weight of the brain overall. Protein is also very important to the structure of the brain, making up about 40% of its dry weight. So when we piece it all together and understand its contents, we can see that this incredible organ needs a lot of support and energy and nutrition, and they all play a really big role. The human brain is about 86 to 100 billion neurons or nerve cells. It is known that we have the ability to make new brain cells throughout our life, a process called neurogenius. It used to be thought that brain cells started to die off when a brain is fully developed in early adulthood, and it was believed that these cells were not replaced. Each nerve cell or neuron can typically make contact with up to 10,000 others via junctions or contact points that we call synapses. Think of these as different phones that are connected via phone wires, and all these wires help with communication among us. Neurons and neural connectors are responsible for how we think and how we perceive the world around us. Our brains form 1 million new connections for every second of our life. The pattern and the strength of those connections is consistently changing with our experiences in life. These changing connections help us to store memories and shape our personalities. Neural connections are made with the help of substances that we call neurotransmitters, and by the electrical signals which individual neurons and nerve cells. So, in the last 5 years, there's been a totally new way of looking at brain health after this discovery of what we call the microbacter gut-brain axis. It seems that the type of microbes found in the lining of the digestive tract can influence our brain in different ways. Since the early 2000s, it has been known that our gut microbes can produce most of the neurotransmitters present in the human brain. In relation to how our gut may affect our mood, well, one example of this is an action on the gut's bacteria ability to make serotonin, and that is our happiness neurotransmitter. Recent research has associated the presence of certain bacteria with more positive mood. And as we know, what we eat certainly has the capability to influence the composition of the gut microbacter. It's never too late to switch to a healthier lifestyle. Much of what you need to do to enjoy good brain health are simple things that you can easily do in your everyday life to keep you in top cognitive shape. In fact, this means following the general good advice about leading healthy lifestyle given to us all for the general prevention of chronic diseases. To achieve your balance in life, challenge your brain and learn new things every day to promote mental activity. Scientists have found that challenging the brain with new activities helps to build new brain cells and strengthen the connections between them. This helps to give the brain, if you like, more a reserve or a backup in case of loss or damage to brain cells. Higher levels of mental activity throughout life are constantly associated with better brain function and reduced risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Social interactions are really important. Filling your week with social interactions and fun. Be involved in your community. This definitely helps keep those important neural connections. Social activities that involve both mental activity and physical activity, such as dancing and team sports, for example, provide an even greater benefit for brain health and reducing that risk of dementia. Exercise is a healthy level for you. Do something that you enjoy. Exercise creates more energy-producing powerhouse, the mitochondria in the brain, as well as can increase levels of protective substances in the brain. So get out there and get active. Making sure you always have enough high quality sleep really can help. This is known to be so important to the recovery process of the brain. High quality sleep also helps with regulating your emotions and your emotional memory. Many things can help you with improving your sleep. You can set an alarm and stick to a schedule of when you should start getting ready for bed. You can set a reminder for a constant time to wake up. Trying to avoid heavy or large meals directly before bedtime, and limit your use of displays from mobile phones and computers before bedtime. That blue light admits that disruption to sleep. And work on your physical activity, because again, the more active you are, the better you will sleep. NeoLife's Rest and Relax can be wonderful to help to assure that you get a great night's sleep. It helps managing stress levels, because negative stress can really impact the brain, causing neurons to actually die off ahead of their time. Stress is one of those things that can not only impact your brain, but it can impact your deeper emotional level. Try to work on stress management, such as getting a professional to help or working on meditation. Deep breathing and meditation can be helpful to relax your muscles. Exercising regularly can help with the management of stress. Drink alcohol only in moderation and try your best to eliminate tobacco use. This suggestion is following what is recommended for maintaining good heart health. It's important that your body is not being compromised by toxins from high tobacco or high alcohol use. So follow a healthy diet. What's good for the heart is good for the brain. Recent science confirms that there is a very strong link between midlife heart health and later risk of developing dementia. The strongest dietary pattern for optimal cognitive health and prevention of dementia appeared to be that Mediterranean diet, or the Medi diet, and a diet pattern appropriately called the MIND diet. The MIND diet is a combination of the Medi diet and the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, which is called the DASH diet. So let's take a look at these in a little bit more detail. They're an awful lot simpler than they sound. The DASH diet is a low sodium, nutrient-packed diet which is known to lower blood pressure and was developed back in the 90s to attempt to tackle the risk factors for heart health. These diet patterns typically contain loads of colourful vegetables and fruits, healthy fats from fish and olive oil, whole grains, beans, lean protein sources, and also a little bit of wine at a low level. The MIND diet recommends restricting 5 categories of food. Red meat, restricting it down to 4 servings a week. Butter and margarine, cheese, pastries and sweets, and fried and fast food. Both of these powerful diet patterns, the Medi and the DASH diet, have shown effects on reducing blood pressure and improving aspects of cognitive performance. In some recent work published by Dr. Arthur Morris at Rush University in the USA, the Medi diet was compared to the DASH diet and the MIND diet, all 3. These were all looked at for effects on cognitive health. Almost 1,000 subjects aged between 58 and 98 took part in this study, and the study was over a 2 to 10 year period. All 3 diets were judged to have brought a reduction in the rate of cognitive decline by about 50%, and that's huge. But even the most modest of followers of the MIND diet still achieved really good results. So getting great support and tips for keeping your brain in good shape. NeoLife Product Solutions can help fill those important gaps in our diet and provide foundational whole food nutrients, micronutrients, polyphenols, which all help feed and protect the active brain. In fact, NeoLife Nutritionals can help us achieve a diet pattern more like the Medi diet or that MIND diet. So firstly, for your brain fitness and balance, keep your blood glucose in balance. Glucose is a vital support to the brain's ability to carry out many demanding tasks, such as transmitting electrical nerve impulses and making neurotransmitters. A lack of steady glucose supply affects all cognitive processes, and in particular memory. In fact, it's known that when glucose is not available to be used effectively, there can be accelerated cognitive decline. There are many similarities with the problems of glucose metabolism in the brain as there are in the body. In fact, Alzheimer's is often referred to as diabetes type 3. NeoLife has long since pioneered the area of steady energy, that glycemic control, with groundbreaking products such as our NeoLife Shake. Such an important start to your breakfast, having a NeoLife Shake to set you up for the day. Making sure you get enough healthy fats, lipids, and to help you build and support the working brain. And this is really important. Incredibly, emerging research suggests that omega-3, or the DHA supplementation, can help delay the natural reduction of the brain's volume, or its shrinkage that occurs with age. Now that is impressive, and NeoLife's omega-3 salmon oil plus and N grain concentrates contribute importantly to those healthy fats. Getting enough protein and amino acids from proteins are vital. For example, toxarin and typholan act as important building blocks in those neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin, respectively. So as you can see, ensuring that you've got great quality within our salmon oil plus and our tree concentrates. So keep topped up with your nutrients, and this is important, and this is nutrients that support your energy metabolism. B group vitamins are known to play a key role in energy metabolism, and this helps power the working brain, which has such high demands, as we know. Ongoing research is assessing just how the individual or combined B vitamins may play a role in cognitive decline, and there are some really promising studies on this. So adding B complex to your regime, ensuring that you have a broad spectrum cover, or what we call the foundation of great health and vitality through our Pro Vitality pack, looking at CoQ10 levels and topping up with Formula 4. Protect your body and mind with powerful phytonutrients. Phytonutrients may be helpful to lower that neuroinflammation to help protect membranes of brain cells. One example here relates to the ongoing activity in the field of carotenoid research. High carotenoid intake throughout life may provide you with significant benefits, not only to eye health, immune function, but also to cognitive function. Numerous recent scientific publications have implicated polyphenols as being great for the brain. As you may be aware, polyphenol research is a real hot topic today, as the mechanisms of the tremendous cognitive benefits of polyphenols unfold. Emerging science also suggests that the polyphenols from the spices turmeric and cinnamon can even play a role in enhancing your memory. We have a fantastic range, and obviously a superb quality carotenoid product, including adding to that tray, flavonoid and carnivorous, and all of those products which really do give you a boost in those polyphenols. And finally, what about considering a herbal boost for those challenging times and for recovery? Getting the extra support you need during long days at work or at times of great demand. With polyphenol-rich extracts from green, white, and black tea, and also NeoLife's herbal blend. NeoLife tea can actually be a real good boost. These are full of herbs known to increase mental alertness, optimize performance, and help us deal better with stress in our daily lives. And when it's time to power down and rest, look no further than Herbal Rest and Relax to encourage a great night of restorative sleep. So in a nutshell, dementia is on the rise to a large extent because we are living longer. About 30% of the population over 80 have dementia. Dementia reduces the person's ability to live independently, and caring for people with dementia is a big burden to society, both emotionally and financially. Dementia is not a single condition, but a group of related disorders. Alzheimer's type dementia is what we hear about the most, but there are others, and each type affects the brain differently. Dementia is perhaps not as well understood as other chronic problems like heart health issues, but the same modifiable lifestyle factors are important to help with preventing it. It is known that how well a brain ages depends on the genes and lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle choices are known to be so important to the brain, just like the rest of the body. Food choices and overall diet pattern throughout life play an incredibly important role in reducing the chances of early cognitive decline. Healthy food choices or patterns of eating, such as the Mediterranean, the Medi diet, and the Mind diet, which are rich in fruit and vegetables, healthy fats like omega-3 and olive oil, whole grains, nuts and seeds, beans and leans, sources of proteins are all advised. But remember, NeoLife nutritionals and herbals can play a role in the overall historic lifestyle approach to maintaining peak cognitive shape throughout life. So there we have it. There is a lot to take in there, but the one simple message is that you actually have the ability to hopefully change the outlook on your life as you get older. And rather than waiting, as we say, until things are beyond coming back from, looking at ensuring that you have a really healthy diet today can make a massive difference to your tomorrow. There is a full range of NeoLife products there available to support you within your healthy life choices. So if you've looked at this call today, or if you've logged onto this recording today, please do go back to the promoter that recommended you take a look. Have a chat with them, because they are your wellness coach and they can certainly help you on your journey to ensuring that you have a happy and healthy life. Take care, and thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.